In the heart of the unforgiving north, where fjords carve ancient secrets into the land and the wind whispers tales of old, a young soul stands poised between destiny and despair. This is the saga of Astrid, a warrior forged in the crucible of loss, whose spirit burns with the unyielding fire of his father's love. Prepare to journey through a world of breathtaking beauty and brutal conflict, where honor is etched in steel and courage echoes through the ages. Life is pain. Life is love. Through my eyes, you are all I need to survive. Life is nothing but emptiness without love in your eyes. Keep that spark you have in your eyes so we can thrive. True eyes. These were the words, etched not just on parchment but into the very soul of Astrid, a poem from his father, Ragnar, a warrior whose heart beat with the rhythm of the mountains and the fierce devotion of a true Norseman. It was a prophecy, a promise, and a burden. In a small, resilient village, cradled by the towering peaks of ancient Norway, lived Ragnar. He was more than a man, he was a legend in the making, a bulwark against the encroaching shadows, his name whispered with reverence and awe. His strength was not merely of muscle, but of spirit, a beacon of courage in a world often cloaked in fear. Ragnar's presence was a comfort, his laughter a melody that chased away the chill of the northern winds. He was a soldier, yes, but his truest title was father. To his son, Astrid, Ragnar was the very embodiment of heroism, a living saga of honor and unwavering resolve. From the tenderest age, Astrid's gaze was fixed upon his father, a silent vow forming in his young heart. He watched, mesmerized, as Ragnar moved with the grace of a wolf and the power of a bear, his sword a gleaming extension of his will. Each clang of steel, each practiced parry ignited a fierce yearning within the boy. Astrid's dreams were vivid tapestries woven with images of battle and glory, of standing shoulder to shoulder with his father. He yearned to wield a blade with such purpose to protect his people with the same unwavering conviction. The fire in his eyes, spoken of in Ragnar's poem, was already burning bright. Ragnar, with the wisdom of the ancients flowing through his veins, recognized the nascent warrior within his son. He saw not just a boy, but a spirit destined for greatness, a reflection of the North's enduring strength. The spark in Astrid's eyes was a sacred flame, one Ragnar vowed to nurture. Their training began not with harsh commands, but with patient guidance under the vast, watchful sky. Ragnar taught Astrid the dance of the shield and axe, the rhythm of combat, and the sacred tenets of honor. He instilled in him the values of bravery, loyalty, and the profound responsibility that came with wielding power. As seasons turned, Astrid's frame hardened, his movements grew swift and sure. He absorbed his father's lessons like the thirsty earth drinks rain, each swing of his practiced sword a testament to his growing skill. The village elders spoke of him with knowing nods, seeing Ragnar's spirit reborn. Their bond deepened with every shared sunrise, every grueling practice, every quiet evening by the hearth. It was a connection forged not just by blood, but by mutual respect, shared dreams, and an unspoken understanding that transcended words. They were two halves of the single indomitable spirit. Yet, even in the most idyllic valleys, shadows lurk, and fate, a cruel mistress, often weaves threads of sorrow into the tapestry of life. The whispers of war grew louder, carried on the biting winds from the eastern lands. A dark tide was rising, threatening to engulf their peaceful existence. One fateful dawn, the call to arms echoed through the mountains, a somber drumbeat of impending conflict. Ragnar, ever the first to stand against the encroaching darkness, prepared for battle. Astrid, now a young man, stood ready beside him, his heart a mixture of pride and trepidation. The clash came swift and brutal, a maelstrom of steel and screams, a symphony of destruction that tore through the serene landscape. Ragnar fought with the ferocity of a cornered bear, a shield wall unto himself, protecting his kin with every fiber of his being. Astrid, a whirlwind of youthful fury, fought valiantly by his side. But even the mightiest oak can fall. In the chaos, a treacherous blow, unseen and unforgiving, struck Ragnar down. His roar of defiance turned to a gasp. His eyes, once so full of life, now clouded with a final, profound sorrow. Astrid watched, frozen in a moment of agonizing disbelief, as his world shattered. The world went silent, the roar of battle fading into a distant hum. Astrid knelt beside his fallen father, the warmth of Ragnar's hand fading from his own. Grief, a monstrous, suffocating beast, clawed at his throat, stealing his breath, his voice, his very will to exist. The light in his eyes, the spark Ragnar cherished, flickered, threatening to extinguish forever. How could he live in a world devoid of his mentor, his hero, the very anchor of his soul? The emptiness Ragnar had warned of in his poem now consumed Astrid, a vast, cold void where laughter and love once resided. He was adrift, a longship without a rudder, lost in a storm of despair. Days bled into weeks, weeks into months, each one a testament to Astrid's profound sorrow. He walked among the living like a ghost, his spirit broken, his purpose lost. Yet deep within the shattered fragments of his heart, an ember glowed, fueled by the memory of his father's unwavering strength. Ragnar would not want him to wither. Ragnar would demand he rise, and so grief, a bitter companion, began to transmute into a burning resolve, a thirst for justice, a searing desire for vengeance against those who had stolen his light, became the new fire in Astrid's eyes. Astrid returned to his training with a ferocity born of pain, pushing his body and spirit beyond all previous limits. Each swing of his axe was a prayer, each parry a vow. He sought out the most dangerous skirmishes, the most formidable foes, honing his skills in the crucible of real combat. He became a shadow, a whisper of death to his enemies, a force of nature unleashed. His name spread like wildfire, a chilling legend among those who dared to cross his path. He was feared, respected, and utterly relentless. Yet beneath the hardened exterior, the weight of his father's absence remained, a constant, aching void that even victory could not fill. The vengeance he sought felt hollow, a temporary balm for an eternal wound. One evening, as the sun bled crimson across the western sky, Astrid stood atop a windswept peak, overlooking the village he now fiercely protected. The wind, carrying the scent of pine and distant snow, seemed to whisper ancient truths. He closed his eyes, and in the silence he heard it. Not a voice, but a feeling, a profound sense of peace. His father's spirit was not gone. It was woven into the very fabric of the land, into the strength of the mountains, the resilience of the people. Ragnar lived on, not just in memory, but within Astrid himself, guiding his hand, strengthening his resolve. The true legacy was not vengeance, but protection, not anger, but love. From that day forward, Astrid's purpose shifted, transforming from the pursuit of retribution to the sacred duty of guardianship. He fought not with the blind rage of a grieving son, but with the clear-eyed determination of a protector. His blade became a shield for the innocent, his courage a beacon for the fearful. Ragnar had taught him that true strength lay not in the power to destroy, but in the will to defend. The greatest warriors were those who fought for something larger than themselves, for the hearts and homes, for the future of their people. Astrid now understood this profound truth, carrying his father's wisdom like a sacred rune. Astrid's journey continued, a saga etched into the annals of the North, each chapter a testament to his unwavering spirit. He carried his father's memory not as a burden, but as a guiding star, a constant reminder of the love that had shaped him. He knew Ragnar would be proud, not of the battles won, but of the man he had become. His story became a living legend, a tale of love, profound loss, and the unbreakable bond between a father and son. Ragnar's spirit, vibrant and eternal, lived on through Astrid, illuminating his path, reminding him of the values that truly mattered: honor, courage, and the boundless power of love. Astrid's quest was no longer just about becoming a great warrior. It was about discovering his own identity, his own purpose, in a world both beautiful and brutally unforgiving. In the end, it was Astrid's deep, abiding love for his father that fueled his every action, his every sacrifice. As he stood sentinel over his village, watching the northern lights dance across the sky, he knew Ragnar's spirit, a silent, watchful presence, would forever guard him, guiding him through every challenge, every triumph. He would continue to fight, not for vengeance, but for justice, for honor, and for the enduring legacy of the North. Has Astrid's journey ignited a spark within you? Do you feel the call of ancient legends and heroic deeds? Dive deeper into the lore of the North, explore the sagas of courage, and discover the power of an unbreakable spirit. Share your favorite heroic tale in the comments below. Subscribe for more epic adventures, and join our community of dreamers and warriors. Your own legend awaits.